broke your brain. You're like, what if I play the weird cards and then reset?
Keep in.
You're gonna play dinosaurs.
Okay. Mulligan resolved. Mr. Rainforest. Pass the turn. We're underway.
I don't even know how that card works. I mean, I just remember it doing stuff.
Dark Depths. Still a mainstay in the Legacy format, I would say. Lush Portico Cervelle to start us off. Looks like Alec leaves it on top. Otters, not a deck you sign up for Legacy events expecting to play against. But I tell our viewers all the time, some of them listen, some of them don't. Keep an eye on what Herman is playing. Herman quietly in the background, breaking every format as usual.
Podcast.
Yep.
I'm just like a downloaders.
And Alec experiencing what many of us at the locals have been experiencing over the last however much time. What the heck is Herman playing?
That's it. Yeah, that's it. Only game actions I can take. Three cards?
I have memories of probably 10 years ago getting crushed by Herman and FNM draft finals every week. So Jury Step gets played. There's a Yava Maya on Alec's side. So these fetches can tap for green, which is mildly interesting. There's a Volcanic Island. Herman's going to pass.
Crop vision?
Ruts.
Crop rotation, sacking Jury Step. Herman's going to react. Cracking a Misty Rainforest, finds a basic island. Oh boy. Herman's Otters deck list is posted in our Discord server. D's. Gets paid for.
And him again.
Another Days. Crop rot sits in the trash. Sad. Double Days. Tempo. Was that tempo? Is that what tempo feels like, Chad? I think I just felt it. Knight of the Reliquary. No days for that.
Oh, there we go. These are bad. Awful side effects.
It's got one boost on it right now. Scalding Tarn cracked by Herman. Another basic island.
Follow you. Okay. Pass turn, you're upkeep. At least you didn't turn on crack.
Ponder.
Maverick game on your stream where I get practice every game. All 3 games. Yeah, 2 weeks ago. We also forgot guaranteed shut off Thanksgiving.
Oh, yeah. I think at this point, I just feel like tempo is a feeling that some of us have never felt before. All right, Chain Lightning takes out the Knight. It's gone. Tapping out 4 mana. Uh-oh.
15.
Zenith X is 3. It's going to resolve.
Return. Can't do anything.
Yep. Okay, Alec finds another Knight. It is also 3 power and toughness. Scalding Tarn correct on end step for Herman. I think we're going to see a Surveil land here. Quick, what's the blue-red one called? All right, Volcanic Island. P. Lynch says, why is camera moving so much? So the cameras are sitting on top of a table, and the tables are not very sturdy. They're not like steel tables bolted to the floor, so they sway a little bit. And the camera moves a little bit. Here's a brainstorm.
Make a clue.
Okay, Misty Rainforest gets cracked by Herman here. Robert's saying I should buy the store better tables. You know, just a few more Twitch subs and YouTube members and members of our Patreon. I think we'll get a whole recording studio for 90s MTG and just do the whole thing with like a 20-person crew. Here's a brainstorm.
That's a wild card.
We'll have like a whole bay of editors. It's going to be a whole thing.
It's just Mox Opal in your yard now.
Yeah. We're just talking.
Murktide Regent. Streaming table poured concrete with rebar. Exactly. Exactly. That's the dream. 5/5 Murktide. Knight sticks around though. Double Thespian stage on Alex's side. Mox Diamond comes in, discards a Thespian stage. Knight grows.
Shit, I saw too many cards.
Just maybe shuffle and take the top one.
Shuffle, take top.
Yeah.
Okay. Sorry about that.
I always am scared of doing that whenever
My
I
finger
fixed
slips.
number of cards.
Are you sure not supposed to put those back? I guess.
I saw that those were the top ones.
Okay, yeah. These were the top ones. I just slipped on this one. You find
Okay, floating a green, sacking Thespian stage to the Knight. It is a forest thanks to Yavimaya. Here's Dark Depths.
I'm gonna be going for it right now.
I'm going to go for it right now, says Alec. Alec's not screwing around. There's no time to waste. Playing around Wasteland. Makes a Merit Lage now. Herman accepts responsibility for the whole thing. Whose fault is it that Alec has a Merit Lage? It's Herman's fault. Murktide can block, but probably can't if Knight has anything to say about it. Yeah, no sign of Lutri yet. Scalding Tarn gets cracked here by Herman. Yeah, thanks Obama for Merit Lage. Everybody relax, it's just a meme. All right, Ponder. Herman trying to figure this out. Ponder Shuffle needs a way to beat Merit Lage, it seems.
Put it on top.
If we can get rid of the Knight, maybe Murktide could jump. It only buys a turn, though. Sounds like a little frustration from Herman here, which is rare. Unless I misheard. All right. Alex taking a turn. Swords on Murktide.
Turn, trigger,
This one ain't big enough. I'll see you.
5.
This town ain't big enough. Targeting Murktide and targeting Merit Lage.
If one gets fizzled, the other will still resolve, right?
I told you people, watch what Herman is playing.
Okay.
Okay, so the Knight sacrifices Lush Portico. There's a little bit of a stack assembled here. Okay. This town ain't big enough. Swords, Murktide is not really on the stack, but Swords is targeting it.
Yeah, optimistic that one day I'll draw a Dinosaur.
This town ain't big enough trying to bounce Merit Lage and bounce Murktide. Alec looking through the deck with the Knight. Sajiri Step is in the graveyard. Echoing Deeps could enter as a copy of it. Copying Sajiri Step. Another This Town Ain't Big Enough in response to the Sajiri Step's ability.
Timmy?
Yeah. White.
Yep. Is that a white one? Great. So game 5.
Okay, so a second Swords from Alec successfully removes the Murktide, but Merit Lage was bounced. And one of the This Town Ain't Big Enough was countered completely, I guess.
Offspring.
Thundertrap Otter with Offspring.
Look at the top 4 cards of the library. Reveal mount creature. All-mana card. Turn to your hand. That's not. And offspring.
Thundertrap Trainer has an Offspring ability, which makes a copy of itself, but a 1/1.
Okay.
These Legacy players have never even heard of the Offspring mechanic. They have no idea what the heck is happening right now. This Town Ain't Big Enough is found.
Oh, okay.
Another copy of it is in hand. So now the triggers for the Thundertrap will happen. Force of Will, not too bad.
Full of counter magic. And,
The token's blue, right?
Yeah, they're both. Go ahead.
yeah. Well,
Oh right, so both Thundertrap abilities resolved. For some reason, I thought there was another one pending, but This Town Ain't Big Enough and Force of Will are the cards in hand for Herman. Knight of the Reliquary remains on Alex's side. I believe there are 6 lands in the graveyard right now. Echoing Deeps is a copy of Sajiri Step. This town ain't big enough. Interesting. Prismatic Ending gets rid of an Otter. The Knight is... It looks like attacking.
Yeah. I'll take it.
It's an 8/8. Herman accepts 8 damage.
You saw with my dragon.
Gone.
All right, so an offspring of Thundertrap Trainer remains. We'll attack.
Bounce next turn.
Bounce Knight. Bounce the token. Offspring, unfortunately, goes away. Can't return a token to your hand. Force of Will and an unknown card in Herman's hand. Gonna try and counter the Knight on the way back down. I like that play. Windswept Heath gets cracked here. Is this a Flame of Anor deck? This is not a Flame of Anor deck. I don't know if it has enough wizards.
Right.
Did someone just cough in the background?
I almost didn't fight over it, but I didn't have the Emery in hand, and I was like,
We kick people out. If people cough, we just kick them right out. Just can't have that.
I almost was kicking
Dryad Arbor is found. Herman seems stressed.
Otherwise, I would have been in trouble because you could just start swinging.
yeah, they're big.
Dryad Arbor attacks. Herman takes the damage. Knight of the Reliquary getting force pitching Murktide.
Yeah,
I'll take it. I'll take it.
We know that.
Go.
All right, Alec accepts the situation. Herman living off the top of the deck. 6 lands in play.
I will.
Nine. Yeah, that's fine.
Okay, Mox Diamond discards his Windswept Heath. Herman draws a card. Wasteland gets played. Could potentially prevent a Merit Lage later on. Nope, just going to take out the Dryad Arbor. Protect the life total. Oh no! Ramen Excavator. Hardcast Force though.
For like the flavor, I think it.
Alright, Ramen Excavator is countered. That was going to be a big problem for Herman and had a force.
To play, I feel like I love the Odyssey.
Seek the Beast. Questing Druid is found. This town ain't big enough. Murktide. Alright, Herman's rocking now.
Interesting. Cast the question
This
dude.
one. Sure. I'm gonna just think about what to put back.
Herman casts the Questing Druid. Heads up play here. Knows his lands can produce green thanks to Yavamaya. Bounces a Mox Diamond. Ooh, I like this play. This is good. This is good. Soars the Questing Druid in response. All right, so prevents Herman from casting another Seek the Beast. Murktide will stay in exile.
That's pretty good.
Didn't work out. Sylvan Library off the top is pretty good for Alec. Ooh, players are just dropping bombs on each other here.
I'm gonna keep seeking.
All right, another Seek the Beast off the top. Brainstorm and Ponder found. Okay. Play the Questing Druid. I like it. I like it. Double cantrip available. Start off with Ponder.
And before anyone asks.
Questing Druid gets its first counter.
1, 2, 3. I will keep these all on top. Drop a ponder. And I'm going to cast Storm Chaser's Talent.
Storm Chaser's Talent. Okay. Okay.
Stratosphere.
Pretty good.
Yeah, so this is basically.
Twitch chat saying Herman might be nervous. I promise you Herman is not nervous.
Yeah.
Herman has ice in his veins when he plays Magic. Sylvan Library. Gonna draw a bunch of cards. Questing Druid is a 3/3 now. There's a blue-red Prowess Otter. Created by Storm Chaser's Talent. Legacy players did not even know class cards exist. They have no idea what is going on. And you're at 18.
Sun Zenith.
Green Sun Zenith, not too bad. X is 3. Knight of the Reliquary. Okay. It's going to be a pretty big night. Storm Chaser's Talent can level up here. Return. What? Maybe. All right. Leveling up the Storm Chaser's Talent. Returning this town ain't big enough.
This not big enough. Bounce these.
Bounce the Talent. Bounce the Knight. Trigger the Prowess. Trigger the Questing Druid.
Attack 13 for 6.
6 power coming in. Alec will drop to 4. Storm Chaser's Talent in hand. Alec's taking a look at the top 3 cards. Can't pay 4 life this time. Level 3 of the Storm Chaser's Talent, which is a ways away now. But whenever you cast an instant or sorcery, make an Otter with Prowess. Haven't seen Herman pull that one off yet, but that seems pretty good. It's a lot of mana, though. 6 mana?
I read chat again.
Make a little guy.
Yeah, Storm Chaser's Talent plus this town ain't big enough is pretty sick.
I can't set up the loop unless I draw something for him. I told the people that tune into this channel, keep an eye on Herman's decks. They will not listen, and they will get crushed. Endurance. All right, gets rid of the graveyard. Elvish Reclaimer, the other play. So Alec has some defensive cards now. That's the bottom half of my deck.
All right, Herman puts the bottom half of his deck on the bottom.
Pretty convenient.
Ooh, double bolt. That ends the game.
That game was crazy.
That game was crazy. That was a crazy game. I want to watch that one back. It's rare that I want to watch my own streams back, but that one I'll check out. Lush Portico, Surveil. Misty Rainforest cracked by Herman. Kiviuk says good battle. I agree. Grafdigger's Cage comes in. All right. It shuts off greens on Zenith.
Force, search force. Keep, drop, bubble. Library? Probably you.
Force of Will. Pitching Brainstorm to counter Sylvan Library. Sylvan Library is quite powerful. I like forcing that. Mountain Thundertrap Trainer. So this town ain't big enough. Found by the Thundertrap Trainer. It's in hand now. Twitch chat surprised to see some standard cards.
Turn.
Swords the Trainer. Let's go.
Play the top stuff.
So Jury Step comes in tap, pass the turn. All right, here's Storm Chaser's talent once again. It's level 1, makes a Otter.
Probably you. Okay. Pass the turn. Yep.
People of the YouTube comments, people of the chat, which decks do you want to see on 90s MTG? On future live streams, are there any decks that I should be prioritizing? Now's your chance to let me know. Knight of the Reliquary comes in. And on end step, this town ain't big enough, trying to bounce the Storm Chaser's talent and bounce the Knight. So the Knight will go back to hand. Storm Chaser's talent as well. Harry would say Eldrazi, you're right. Okay, Ponder, that gets a prowess trigger on the Otter. Jed says anything unusual. Okay, Storm Chaser's talent. Trigger prowess, make another Otter. Herman only has one Otter token. Attack for 3.
It's a 5/5? Yeah, I'll take it. 14. Podcast? Yep.
Jukabog, okay, with the pending Storm Chaser's talent second chapter. That's not too bad. Or second level, I should say. Okay, Knight of the Reliquary, gonna try again. It's gonna resolve.
What does that do? Is it gonna ruin my day? Oh wow, so just destroy.
Herman fetches here. Knight of the Reliquary. Summoning Sick right now, but this card is really powerful when it unlocks. Let's see if Herman has a way to beat it. There's only one land in the yard. On Alex's side.
I'm gonna waste the
Ooh, this town ain't big enough once again. Double prowess. Bounce Storm Chaser's talent. Bounce the Knight. Replay the talent. Double prowess trigger. Make another Otter. Attack for 6, I believe. All right. Herman has 3 otters. Storm Chaser's talent's back on the battlefield. There's a this townie big enough in the graveyard now, which Herman can retrieve with the second level of Storm Chaser's talent. This is getting interesting. Yeah, this poor knight can't stick around. There's Thespian stage.
I don't think it actually matters. Even the board state. Yeah, that's what He's back.
Yep.
Didn't know about that card. That's good to know about.
Okay, Alec almost getting a little bit frustrated here. Says he's back. Another reliquary. Let's try it again. Aware that lightning bolt could make no blocks tricky here.
That was game.
Especially with a bolt and then Storm Chaser's talent leveling up. We'll see how this plays out.
So one of these two.
Brainstorm, triple prowess. 3 otters, 3 prowess triggers. Looks like Herman found a lightning bolt.
Okay. I wasn't really.
I don't think it would have changed anything. Yeah.
Right now, 3-3.
I assume you would have hit the pitting needle.
The knight is currently a 3/3. It is still summoning sick.
Yeah. I think in the moment I said like I'll just target all this. So
Yeah.
I didn't really. Sorry about that.
Target that.
Chain lightning, 2 prowess triggers now on the 3 otters. The knight is going to die.
Wasn't really paying attention.
Yep.
This is a swing for 9.
I've never seen that card play before. That is
It's one of them. This matchup is.
Okay, one of them is getting swords. Herman's having to think here. Herman's holding a lightning bolt.
that makes me play that card, but I feel like if my deck was ever doing good, it would be.
Alec drops to 4. Oh, why not? Hold up. Why not fire off the lightning bolt? All right, maybe being extra careful here. Passes the turn. Holding this town ain't big enough. And, okay, another knight. And a lightning bolt.
And when I milled over it with Emery, I was just so sad. I was like, I brought you in for one reason, and there's no way.
Yeah, bolt plus prowess could have won the game, but this town ain't big enough. Bounce the Storm Chaser's talent, bounce the knight. Maybe Herman just playing it super safe here. Handshake. And the Otters, everybody. The Otters. Where they tested for 1v1. Wow. Wow. Wizards screwed up again. They made some Otter cards, and they're broken. They're broken.